Hey YouTube, today I am making Lazy Man's Gnocchi. So what I have here is 4 cups of boiling water. I'm going to turn off the stove now because it's fully boiled. And I'm going to add 4 cups of flour. To make gnocchi, you can just basically use equal parts of the boiling water to flour, but I'm making a bigger batch this time. It's normally 2 cups of flour to 2 cups of water, but I'm just doubling up the batch. The key to making it is to dump the flour in while the water is really hot, so I'm going to go ahead and dump that in. A little hard to do on camera, but I'll come back once I've dumped it all in. All 4 cups are in the water, and I'm just going to use the end of my wooden spoon here to mix it in. It's going to become a dough, so I'm just going to keep stirring until it becomes a full dough. And I'll come back when it's ready. So you can see it's pretty sticky and it's all mixed in. So I'm just going to let this cool down to the point where it becomes easy enough to hold with my hands. So I'm going to let it cool right down and come back, and I will form this dough into longer ropes. So here's the dough. It's all ready to go now. It's still really warm to the touch, but it's not as hot anymore and I can work with it. Got some flour here on my cutting board just to absorb the last of the stickiness while I roll this out. I'm going to cut this up into 4 quarters and I will roll out 4 ropes out of this. Okay, so I've got my rope here and I'm just going to cut across all the way till I get to the end. Doesn't have to be perfect. Fresh pasta tastes so good. It actually, you'll notice the difference between fresh pasta and packaged. So I've got my pot of boiling water. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the gnocchi in there to boil. You can see here, there's a bit of steam, but you can see there that the gnocchi is all under the water. It's pretty much submerged underneath the water. Once the gnocchi is fully cooked, it just kind of floats up to the top, and so you know it's ready. So I'm just going to let this boil for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then I will take it off. But in the process of this boiling, I'm going to go ahead and work on the next quarter, and so on and so forth till all 4 quarters are cooked up. So I'll come back once this first batch is floating so you can see the difference. So it's been about 2 or 3 minutes. You can see here that they're now floating at the top. Sorry for all the steam. So they're floating around on the top. So I'm just going to scoop them up and put them in a glass bowl and repeat the process till all of the pasta is made into gnocchi. So I've got a little pat of butter here, and you don't have to do this, but it just helps to put a little bit of butter, mix it in so that the gnocchi doesn't stick together. And here is your gnocchi. Now you can make it with any side dish that you want. I'm going to go ahead and cook it with the ground beef dish, and I'll show you what that looks like after. But this is the gnocchi, very easy, done in like 15 to 20 minutes. Here it is. I ended up going with a beef and spinach pasta sauce with a little bit of cheese grated on top. Just like a restaurant, except for very few dollars. Give it a try. If you've never had gnocchi before, you might not know what to compare it to, but if you have had gnocchi, this is a really good, quick, lazy way of making it. It doesn't taste exactly like it, but it tastes very good, very fresh, and it's very similar to the more labor-intensive gnocchi that you would see. Thanks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.